I actually had this in Italy. So we have some shallots. So look at that. That's a nice huge shallot. And I'm going to put that in here with about 4 cloves of garlic and just whirl this up. Just want to get that till it's just minced up a bit. So while I'm doing this, I'm sure you're thinking, well, there's some pretty strong flavors going on here already.
The trouble is that nature put into this wonderful vegetable, which is difficult enough to get into at all, and they put this chemical called cynarin or cynarin in, and it has it has the effect of making all wines taste slightly sweet.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, just every wine. Red wine's impossible with artichokes, most white wines. So the only thing that I thought would be a good match would be a sparkling wine, because a sparkling wine is going to have sparkle and bubbles, which is very refreshing. It has some citrus flavors, which you're going to be putting into this particular au gratin. And last but not least, it has its own fruit. And I'll talk about the wine itself that we're using. But I think a sparkling white wine, is very, very good for
I never would have thought of using a sparkling wine with this, but you're the expert. So
well,
now,
especially with having an antipasto here. So to drink a sparkling wine is always a nice idea anyway.
All right. So now all I'm doing is getting these artichokes into a puree, so to speak. I'm going to leave a little texture. But now I want to add some heat.
Good idea.
So a little hot red pepper goes in here. And I need you to squeeze up those limes. So if you can do that. We're going to make this a really rich dish because I'm going to use some mascarpone cheese. And we know that this is a cheese that comes from the north, right? From Lombardia. And it's a full fat cheese. So
it's actually kind of like a cream cheese, an American cream cheese, or butter even.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it. It is an elegant cream cheese, shall we say. And then just to lighten this a little bit, I'm going to add some low-fat mayonnaise. Just because I don't want to add too much more fat. So some low-fat mayo goes in here. And while you're doing that, I'm going to put some Parmigiano right through the feed tube. About a half, oh gosh, you need a lot for this, maybe half of a pound grated. So there goes that, and now
that wouldn't be low-fat Parmigiano.
No, but you know what? You're eating this as a crostini.
I know. I don't want to fill up.
Yeah, you're not eating the entire thing as a meal. So now we get this all mixed together. You get out a nice au gratin pan, which I have under there, John, if you want to grab it for me. And now we can take this and spread it. Oh,
and the olive oil is in there because?
So that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So we get this all in. I think this is wonderful. And then for the bread, of course, we need really good bread, don't we? We need bread that is
stale, good bread.
Stale, good bread that has a nice crumb on it. Beautiful. Give it a nice crust. Actually, you could eat this right out of the bowl. It's delicious.
No, the show's not that long.
Okay. All right, that's good. So I am going to put this in the oven because I made one for you earlier. So why don't you get the wine ready? I'll get this in. This is going to stay in the oven, I would say till for about 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes. When it's nice and brown, then you can take it out. And this one is beautiful and all done. Doesn't that smell good?
Smell it coming out.
Now wait a minute. Let me put this over here so we can.
Gorgeous. Just
isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful. Now this is a prosecco. It comes from the Veneto region, and it's low in alcohol, meaning it's about 11%, something like that, rather than 14, 15. It's the wine that they use to make bellinis.
Yes.
It's a wine for celebration Italy, and it is very inexpensive. You can get terrific Proseccos for $11, $12 as opposed to champagne, which is going to cost you $50, $60, $70. And it's very romantic. It says right on the back of the bottle, do not drink if susceptible to seduction. So.
All right, I think we ought to do a chin-chin.
A little chin-chin,
right.
Cent'anni.
Cent'anni.